The morning begins with a familiar journey. Kira leaves the safety of her den and her hungry cubs behind. Her nose can detect what her eyes cannot. Somewhere ahead, a valuable source of food is waiting. The scent has led Kira toward an unusually valuable prize. But the nest is guarded by an adult ostrich that never stops watching. Kira does not rush toward the nest. She watches, tests the distance, and waits for a mistake. Each retreat gives her another chance to study the guard. Then the opening appears. For a brief moment, the eggs are exposed. Kira moves immediately, using the smallest gap before it disappears. She reaches the egg, but the guard reacts instantly. The kick sends Kira aside, yet she is back on her feet almost immediately. The first attempt has failed. Kira does not simply repeat it. She changes position, looking for a route that will force the ostrich to move. The guard follows the movement, leaving just enough space for Kira to reconsider her approach. This time, Kira takes a different route. She waits for the guard to look away, then closes the distance. The opportunity lasts only seconds. Kira gets her jaws around the egg and pulls. But the ostrich is already closing the gap, and the escape has only just begun. The egg is heavy, and the guard is almost on top of her. Kira releases it for a moment rather than risk taking the full force of another kick. Instead of fighting strength with strength, Kira changes direction again. A curtain of grass gives her just enough cover to create distance. The ostrich returns to the nest, checking what remains. The nest is now behind her, but the journey home is still difficult. Kira pauses only long enough to secure her grip. At last, Kira brings the prize back to the place where it matters most. The shell is thick, and it will not give way easily. Kira tries her teeth, then her claws, searching for a weakness. Rolling the egg gives her another option. After repeated attempts, the first small crack finally appears. Persistence is beginning to pay off. The shell has finally weakened. One final bite opens the shell. For Kira and her cubs, the long effort has finally produced a meal. The reward is shared at the den, where every mouthful matters to a growing family. But on the Savanna, one meal is never enough to end the search. Another scent reaches Kira through the woodland. This time, the reward is hidden behind thousands of tiny defenders. The honey is close, but reaching it means breaking through the colony's defenses. Kira uses her claws and jaws to open a path. The colony reacts almost instantly. Kira keeps working, accepting the cost of a meal this rich. The attack does not stop her from taking what she came for. Now she has another valuable mouthful to carry home. Kira has barely left the woodland when another competitor announces its presence. The scent of honey has attracted others. The troop has picked up the same opportunity. They begin moving toward the source, cautiously at first. Kira knows she is being followed. Her priority is no longer finding food, but keeping what she has already earned. A trace of the sweet reward is enough to keep the troop moving. Kira increases her pace. Every extra step gives the baboons another chance to catch up. The distance is closing. She could run, but running blindly would cost her the food. Instead, Kira uses the rocks to break the line of approach. For a moment, the trail disappears. Kira has created enough distance to continue. The food remains with her, and the den is getting closer. The den is close now, but Kira has not escaped the competition. The baboons are still following. The troop has found the trail again, and this time they are getting closer. Kira reaches home, but she does not relax. Her vigilance is constant. She listens. The food is already inside the den. Now Kira has only one thing left to protect: the entrance to her home. The first challenger appears at the edge of the open ground. Kira moves forward rather than waiting at the entrance. She is buying distance between the intruder and her cubs. The baboon hesitates. A direct confrontation carries its own risk. For the moment, the pressure eases. Kira turns back toward the food she fought to bring home. The uneasy standoff does not last. One baboon moves closer, testing how far Kira will allow it to come. Kira moves forward again. Keeping the conflict away from the cubs is more important than protecting the food itself. The baboon is close enough to challenge her, but not close enough to commit. Kira makes the warning unmistakable. She does not need to chase the baboon far. She only needs to make the risk clear. The challenge is not worth the injury, and the baboon gives ground. For now, the pressure has eased again. The food is still there, and the cubs are safe. The savanna is quiet again, but quiet does not mean safe. Farther across the plain, a much larger predator is moving through the same territory. This threat is different. The animal approaching is too large to ignore. A lion has no reason to hurry. Its size alone changes the calculation. Kira does not run. She moves forward, putting herself between the predator and the only shelter that matters. The lion is powerful enough to end the encounter quickly, but power does not make every confrontation worthwhile. The difference in size is enormous, yet Kira refuses to give the lion an easy path toward the den. Kira makes the risk clear. For the lion, an injured face is not worth a meal that can be found elsewhere.